everything is easy with nature. That's why animals, they are not suffering. Human beings are suffering.
So you're saying that if we were to stick to seasonal and local fruit,
Yeah,
that would automatically cause a pH balance in our body?
yeah. For paralysis and not and joint pain and all, this is a seed. From seed, we make this powder. We must incorporate iron-rich food, vitamin C-rich food, and protein-rich food.
Can you believe that the answers to a lot of our health ailments could be in the roots, leaves, and flowers that are growing at our feet? Today's episode, we're going to journey into Arunachal Pradesh, in the forests of Arunachal Pradesh, in the eastern Himalayas in India. And these forests have a treasure trove of ancient wisdom which is waiting to be discovered. Amongst the custodians of this wisdom is Yanung Jamoh Lego. She's a 2024 Padma Shri winner, and she's a true master of herbal remedies. She has helped many, many people with their health and their wellness. And we're going to talk to her today about how traditional herbal remedies from Arunachal Pradesh can help with issues like respiratory health, skin conditions, digestive problems, and stress relief. We're also going to explore the roots of these practices and how these have been passed down over the generations. Welcome to the first episode of this season, Healing Traditions Across Cultures. Thank you, Padma Shri Lego, for taking the time to be here. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you, madam.
So, the first thing I want to ask you is, from what I understand, in Arunachal Pradesh, there are over 26 tribes and over 100 sub tribes. And each of these has their own herbal tradition of healing. How did you decide that this is what you want to do, that this was your calling?
Yeah,
Tell
actually,
me about your journey.
yeah, actually, it was the need of the time. And I myself was suffering from a loss of ailment like asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, and colitis, emergencies, tuberculosis, and piles, gastric ulcer. I myself was suffering from all the ailments. Then I have been using all the other medical system, health system, but it was failed. And afterwards, lastly, I tried the herbal medicine because my parents, my father used to relate me about the medicinal values of all the herbs that were emanated from the deity body parts. So I tried on myself first. Then it was I got cured all the ailments. Then I treating my children, my families, my neighbors, my villages, and like this, my interest also started growing from my inner heart and to my mission started to serve the people through the hearts for the suffering people. So many suffering people are there and moreover, during that time, there was no connectivity. It was in the forest, remote areas, no medical facilities, modern medical facilities like that. And many factors were there, many problems were there, many constraints were there that led me to do in Arunachal Pradesh. We have many tribes. They have their own mythology. They have their own folklores. And they have their own social values. And like that, all are related to nature. And we tribal people they were using the herbs or various type for all the ailments. Like this, only my interest grew when my patient were cured and the people was happy and they encouraged me like anything, like a welfare. Now I am very much dedicated to this and that became my
Wonderful.
passion.
Wonderful. So, what age were you when you started?
I started during 1995.
1995. So,
Yes.
that's about 30 years now
Mm.
that you've been doing this.
Yes.
And it's such a big privilege to have got the Padma Shri, you know. So what I wanted to ask you, I believe this is orally taught from generation to generation. But now that you've got this award, would you do it differently for the next generation? Will you start teaching them differently?
Yeah, actually, our tradition is passed through oral dialogue during our festive occasion. The prayers, special prayers. My father also one of the prayers that used to uh, sing sing the song. That song in our traditional song that indicate the which plant came from the which deity part. Like that.
Mhm.
That's why all the medicine plant are related to the body part of the deity. That's why that that to this type of this oral wisdom is passed from generation to generation. But now I want to transfer it to a new generation through the through literature, through social medias, and like all India radios
Mm-hmm.
and Facebook, through YouTube channels, and time to time awareness program, conducting training program in villages, to the self-help groups, to the individual farmers, interested farmers, like that. And I'm connected to each and every part of individual as well as uh, to the state and outside the state.
Wonderful. I wanted to ask you actually, so like you're saying, like it's believed that each herb or plant comes from a different part of the deity, right? Or it's almost like the herbs and roots have divine powers, right?
Yes,
A-
yeah,
And you do rituals before using the remedies.
yes. We perform rituals because we ritual is must is the mandatory to deal with nature because we tribal people consider the nature the most power, supreme power, and the healing power comes from nature, not from any physician. That is considered, and nature select those deserving candidates, deserving healers. Nobody can become a folk healer until and unless the nature approve them, unlike other
Mhm.
comfort healing system.
You're saying the healing power comes from nature. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Now,
yes, that
tell
is
me,
our belief.
what are there any specific rituals or cultural practices that are involved in gathering these herbs?
Yes, we perform ritual before going to wild forest, before collecting herbs, because we pay respect to the nature. We take permission from the nature so that you empower our, with your power, healing power, and let us give the permit to collect the necessary herbs for healing peoples, and that healing peoples not for economic benefit but for a charity purpose, like the service purpose. This is our what's called ritual that
Mm-hmm.
we perform to the nature before collecting any natural item from the wild forest. Or that is mandatory. I myself used to perform rituals in a big way once in 4 years.
Okay. Once in 4 years, you do a ritual.
Yeah, because I'm on a large scale, but when I go to forest for collecting, yeah, to the river, to the forest, I first perform ritual. That is a mandatory.
Oh, I see. Okay. And how do you identify and differentiate between the various herbs and their medicinal uses? Is that something that's just passed down the generations?
Yeah, I don't have any words to explain the how to identify the different parts, and that is through instinct and intuition. That is God gifted. The gifted people will understand, and they can see they can differentiate the value of the roots and flowers and the leaves. But it cannot be taught in words to anybody. It
Oh,
works
I
under
see.
from the inner side, from instinct and intuition.
So, do you communicate with the plants and the herbs? Do you feel like you can communicate with
Yeah, I can when I go to forest, all the plants say, "Please calling me." Then, like
them?
I heard they speaking to me, and I like that. I see the ailments. Like my father used to tell me, all the sign of these things, ailments is take in the plant itself. If you have the divine heart, divine mind, you can only see. The rest of the people cannot see.
Okay, lovely. And tell me, what sort of ailments have you helped with? What kind of diseases have you helped with?
All the ailments I'm doing, all the ailments. Everything is easy with nature. That's why animals, they are not suffering. Human beings are suffering because
Mhm.
human beings are anti-nature.
Yes, yes, I agree, 100%. We've forgotten that we're part of nature, right? Anything, any ailment that people come to you with, you can help.
Actually, and lastly, at last part, I can tell you that everything is easy with nature. When you uh, live your life compatible with the season, there are four seasons in India. The
Hmm.
season has also meaning. If you go with the seasonal fruit and vegetables, I think you will never suffer because it is acidic and alkaline foods are available. Our body pH should be maintained. Otherwise, when we are nowadays people are using only acidic food. That's why they are destined to suffer. They just hardly use alkaline food items. The nature has given us this formulation to keep our body pH balanced naturally, but human beings are they never be aware of that. What is the meaning of season? We have four seasons in India. This is quite meaning and impact on human life, human health system.
So you're saying that if we were to stick to seasonal and local fruit,
Yeah,
that would automatically cause a pH balance in our body?
yeah. Examples say that cancer. When acidic increase in your body cell, like cancer will increase. When acidic is come down, your cancer will come down. Like that. Any ailment will come up, will be increased when your acidity is increased. Like that. Simple
Okay.
example.
Okay. I also wanted to ask you, the people who come to you, is it because they believe in your naturopathy, or is it because they're in Arunachal Pradesh, they're removed from modern medicine, they don't know what's going on. It's difficult for them to get to Delhi and Bombay and the bigger cities. So, what kind of clients do you get?
Yeah. Actually, it is very tough to teach the human being. And it is a very great achievement in my part that I have achieved the confidence of the people. Otherwise, people never believe in herbal treatment. They
Hmm.
have suspicious mind. Still, 70% people, they don't rely on herbal treatment. They
Hmm.
always go to allopathic treatment.
Yes, you're right. And I was watching one of your videos on YouTube where you said that very often people come to you when, they've been told by the doctors they can't be helped. So as their last resort, they come to you
Yeah, yeah,
and you
sure.
help them.
Yeah, this happened to
What an
me.
amazing gift to have. Fabulous. I mean, I wish there was more people like you who have this incredible gift.
That's why I'm trying my best to cure all the ailments so that people believe me. People believe in my work. People believe in the herbal work. Yes, nature power. People believe in natural power. I'm trying my best. I'm dedicating so that people believe, their belief increase, so that
Mhm.
people go back to the nature again, like earlier.
I mean, Arunachal Pradesh has been famous for the herbal cures because even in the Ramayana, they talk about the Sanjeevani booty
Yeah,
or the Arunachal Sanjeevani, which Hanuman goes and gets to cure Lakshman
yeah.
when he's been gravely injured in battle. So I believe this Arunachal Sanjeevani is used even today to cure people who are badly injured. Is that right?
Yeah, right. Very right.
And you've used it on your client, on your patients?
Yeah. There are Sanjeevani. There are different type of. In my experience, there are three types of Sanjeevani available in our Arunachal Pradesh. Because they used to be available in temperate region, that tropical regions, some variety are available. But mostly it is available in temperate region like Mesuka and Anini, like that, Maitia,
Mhm.
older place, high altitude.
I see. There's also this misconception about herbal remedies where sometimes people think it's going to cure everything. And there's another sort of group of people who think it's not effective at all. Are there any common misconceptions about herbal remedies that you would like to address to the audience today?
That's why to clear the misconception, I'm putting myself into lots of practices to cure the people, different types of ailment through the herbs that I have already displayed in my YouTube channel, also my Facebook videos. So to earn confidence from the people. So human beings are human beings not like animals. They cannot be taught easily. They don't learn thing easily. It's a very tough task to let them learn, to bring them into confidence about the herbal treatment.
Wonderful. And you're doing amazing things for that. I believe your family forages for herbs in the forest every week. And then you very carefully prepare the remedies with your own hands. And you use them for various different ailments. Is the preparation of the remedies very time consuming? Can you talk us all through the process?
It's time consuming. For it takes 4 to 5 days to prepare a herbal remedies. Like first day you make rituals and collecting from the forest or from the selected areas. Then next day it will be sorting out and then cleaning and washing. And then next day it will be cut into pieces or crushed or grinded, whatever it may be. Then last day mixer will be made as per the ailment, as per the condition of the patient. Like that, it is a process, a time-taking process, 4 to 5 days at least, to prepare a medicine for a particular person, particular patient.
And can you recommend any herbs or roots that will help people with some of the common ailments like colds,
Yes.
headache, digestive problems, maybe those three?
Okay, let me display you some. This is we call it Piopa.
Is that tamarind?
This is for joint pain. This is we call it Piopa. That in English, so I don't know this one.
What do you call it?
Piopa in our language.
Piopa.
For paralysis and not and joint pain and all. This is the seed. From seed we make this powder.
Okay.
Then one pinch, and you have to grind it. Then one pinch here in the tongue. Then put inside with water once a day, like that.
Once a day. Okay. Just a pinch of it.
Yeah. For sinusitis and migraine, this is the most effective remedies. This Lucas aspera. So sinusitis and migraine.
Okay.
This is, you can do it and wash properly, then press it, make infusion, add little water, and put 3 drops here once in a day for 7 days or 10 days.
For sinus and migraine.
Migraine and BP also, blood pressure also.
Okay. And this blood pressure,
this is multi-use, antiviral, antibacterial, and antifungal, this plant. And then for snake bite, this is Kemperia galanga, snake bite. Cough and cold, this is red ginger, cough and cold.
Cough and cold, red ginger. Okay.
Red ginger. This is Padaria patida. This Padaria patida rich in iodine. Padaria patida. This is for all ailments, cough and cold, and asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, thyroid. Rich in iodine, very high rich in iodine.
Rich in iodine, okay.
Yeah, thyroid, we used to cure it within 1 month. Thyroid.
Okay, wonderful.
From this jackfruit, you know jackfruit?
Jackfruit, yes.
Our mythology says that it came out from the breast of Inanna, our deity goddess. That's why it is used in breast problem, lactation problem. This jackfruit, is believed.
Any issues related to the breast?
Yeah, that's a breast problem. Breast cancer,
so like breast cancer?
Breast cancer, breast tumor, and lactation problem. Like that. And this is Tinosporia cordifolia. It is believed that it was it emanated from the veins of the sun, deity sun god.
Okay.
That's why it is used in bone and fracture in all ailments. Okay. All the plants are related to some mythology, and accordingly we just practice.
Okay. So what I want to ask you, in terms of harnessing the healing power of plants, Of course, quality and safety are two very important things.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
sometimes some of these plants react with modern medicine. So, as an example, St. John's wort, you can't
yeah,
have
yeah.
that. It has an
Okay.
effect if you're having modern medicine, right? So, how
Yeah,
do we ensure people who are traveling down the herbal route, who want to do herbal medicines, how do we ensure that one, it's the right quality, and secondly, that the safety is followed, that it doesn't interfere with anything else?
yeah, that is very essential. This is very important because when we collect a medicinal plant, it should be from well forest where there is no speed of chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticides, away from any chemical application. And I used to give seed supply to the farmer cultivator on buyback policy because the selected farmer who are not using any chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticides, and like that, away from chemical, and it should be organically grown and naturally grown. Yes, I feel well. And because it is a health issue, that's why it should be highly hygienic plus it should be organic and naturally. And this I give important and I
Mhm.
used to give concern to the grower also, to the user also. So there should not be any side effect like that.
You would advise that people always go to an expert to make sure there's no side effect. They don't
Yes,
do it themselves.
the side effect is there when we take excess dose, like this tinospora potipodia. When you use consume excess beyond the limit, then you may become, I think, deep. Your hearing problem may increase or your eyesight may get weakened like that.
Oh,
And some erythromelia sclerosis, like if it is overdose, it may induce vomiting tendency or even diarrhea like that. Some side effect is there. That's why when we formulate where we administer dose, we should be very much cautious. We should concern about the health of the patient and their age factors, their status, their dietary background, and so many factors come into consideration. And after only we administer the medicine.
so this is a very important message, Miss Yanong, is that these things are the herbs are powerful. So
Yeah,
they need to be taken properly under
yeah,
the right guidance, not
yeah, sure,
just
sure.
taken for the sake of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, there might be things that people take, like, as an example, ginger in the houses. I mean, in every house in India, they'll have ginger, right?
Um,
When there's a
uh,
cold. So some things might be okay, but the more remote herbs, we should
mhm.
probably do it under a physician's knowledge,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
sure.
herbal expert's knowledge. Yes?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The other thing I want to ask you is about personalization. Now, modern medicine, there's a tablet for a particular ailment. While from what I understand, herbal remedies are more personalized. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah,
Can you
it's
give us?
person. Yeah, yeah, yes, I agree with that one. Because two say say example, two asthma patient. One may have sugar, diabetes background, or he may gastritis or BP, but other may not have. That we in that case we need personalization. After case study, properly case study of the patient.
Would you say it's helpful for people to incorporate some herbs in their daily diet? Is there anything you'd recommend? You'd say, oh, this is
Yes,
very
yes,
good for you. Yeah.
yes, yes, sure, sure. Because what I have experienced, most important nutrient in our diet is iodine. Iodine we must incorporate iodine rich food, vitamin C rich food, and protein rich food. That is, iodine rich food is this one: Padelia potida, tomato, carrot, and then drumstick, even rock salt, onion, and sweet potato. And there are so many plant vegetable we are using which are rich in iodine. And the vitamin C is rich in amla, Emblica officinalis, and the lemon. And then third is protein, is soybean, rasma dal, any pulses other than musur dal, that one. That's why this three component is very essential. If we incorporate these three essential things, we'll never suffer. We should avoid animal product, sweet and jaggery, sugar and jaggery, and chemical product. There will be no health issue. if this is more important, India is rich in iron rich food and vitamin C rich food item and protein, but India people are not using. They are just looking for the outside country food item and food style. That's why they are suffering. Otherwise, we are rich in, we can supply the iron rich food throughout the world. We have that capacity. This plant is plenty here, but people are not using. Animals are using. Matron are using. They are healthy. Nobody will suffer from cancer. Nobody will suffer from
Wow.
gastritis and diabetes and joint pains, and all the ailments will be eradicated through these three components. This is the
Right.
most important thing what I have experienced in my lifetime. And I recommend it to the government also. Give me a Herbal ambassador. I'll send the picture of health in India and in Taiwan.
Wonderful. So you're saying iodine-rich food, vitamin
Yeah,
C-rich food,
yeah,
and protein-rich food. These
yeah.
three are
Because
very important. And tell me, what is your view on traditional herbal practices being incorporated into modern medical treatments? Do you think it'll happen, or are there a lot of challenges?
yeah, I think it should be incorporated to the modern medical also because modern medical has the advantage of control the ailment immediately. But herbal has the advantage, it takes time to cure, but it cures permanently. That's
Mm-hmm.
why we also need emergency, urgent when on emergency we need allopathic medicine, modern medicine. But this is very essential for immediate relief. And for permanent cure, we need herbal medicine also. These two two sectors should be incorporated to each other. What I say, I cannot individually make it a policy, but it should be government should take up this policy.
Yes, but it's a big, big thing that you've got the Padma Shri. That means the
Yeah,
government is recognizing the contribution made by you,
yeah.
and they're putting you on a world stage and saying, she can make a difference. That's amazing. But before we leave our listeners today, I want you to tell us a personal story that highlights the impact of herbal remedies.
Okay, one day it happened that one of our relatives in Silu village, she went to jungle forest to collect some herbs. Then one small snake bitten her, and then she was immediately shifted to hospital. Then during that time, I could not visit her because I was busy with the patient. Next day at 11 a.m., I visited in the hospital. I saw her hand was swelling like anything. It was coming up like this. Then I got frightened and I just rushed. I collected all the local medicine and this one white onion for snake bite. See, this snake, this white onion and the red ginger. I collected. Then sinus, sinus, sinus. On this mucus espera. Ah, then this one Kemperia, white onion, Lucas aspera, red ginger. I collected and I clean it. I make her to take it, and it was put in the affected area also. And I make nozzle drop this one, put 3 drops here, and then because it has got antiviral value, so this
Mhm.
snake poison was not could not enter into her brain. When it's not reached to her brain, she will never die. So I put it, and within one night she got cured, and next day she was released from hospital. And this is
Oh,
most effective for snake bite. And that
amazing. Thank you so much for that wonderful story and for the insightful information. I'm going to come and visit you in Arunachal Pradesh next time I'm in India. I'm
okay.
fascinated by this.
Please come. You are most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time and thank you for being here. And thank you for all the work you do.
Okay. Thank you so much.
To our listeners, thank you for listening to this episode. This is the reason we do what we do, to give a voice, to give a global stage to people like her who do amazing work from a village in Arunachal Pradesh. And to give her a voice, and also for people who are looking for cures to the likes of cancer, there is a solution in herbal medicines. So we love this process of matching incredible healers with people who need it. Please subscribe to our podcast, Wellness Curated, and our YouTube channel, Wellness Curated by Anshu Bahanda, so that we can continue to get you incredible speakers for free. Thank you. We hope you learned something new today. We hope we've got you a little closer to leading a healthier, happier life. Don't forget to tune in next time. Until then, stay well. See you soon.
Find out what is the health issue that you have and address the root cause by avoiding the foods that trigger that particular symptom and eating more of the foods that contain the nutrition that your body needs to repair that particular organ.
Ayurveda also is known to have reversed incredible chronic diseases.
Ayurveda is the solution for chronic lifestyle diseases that has been in your body in 14 days. It means your immune system is weak, you need to boost it by changing your lifestyle, by changing your diet, by improving your physical movement, improving your sleep quality.